Recently, last year or so, there was a TV serial in Zee TV. That was not Mahabharata, that was Masala Bharata. I'm not talking about Masala Bharata, I'm talking about Mahabharata. There is another misconception about Bhagavadgita, widespread one, because I keep seeing it in the internet, in Quora and everywhere. People think that when Krishna taught Arjuna, time stopped. You don't need time to stop. You don't need to break the laws of physics to teach Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Bhagavad Gita is just 700 verses. If you chant yourself 700, someday you may chant. I hope you will chant someday. All 700 verses, if you chant at a stretch, you can chant in 1.5 hours. Chanting, I am saying. If you chant, chanting means dharma kshetre, kurukshetre, like this, in tune. If you sing it, it will take 1.5 hours. If you chant in little speed tone. But Krishna was not singing there. Was Krishna singing? They were talking. It was a conversation. And conversation will happen even faster. The entire Bhagavad Gita, if you talk it, if you speak Bhagavad Gita, you can finish it within 1 hour. Just for that, do you need the time to stop? Poor people, why should they become freezed? And these two people, Krishna and Arjuna, are speaking in the middle of the battlefield. People of that stature are speaking. President and vice president are speaking. Will anybody dare interfere? They will simply wait. You don't have to stop time for this. They will simply wait. Arjuna and Krishna are not common people walking on the streets. For people to say, what are you doing? Start the battle. No. They won't. They will think little common sense. Nobody, even Yudhishthira won't know, Bhishma won't, nobody will, because they are dignified people. Nobody will interfere. If something is happening between the two, there it must be extremely serious. Nobody else has any business to do there. They will simply wait. So everybody was waiting, and as soon as Bhagavad Gita was over, when Arjuna took up his weapons again, Mahabharata clearly says, then the Pandavas had rejoiced seeing him take his weapons up again. What does it mean? They were waiting to see what will happen. They did not understand what happened. Why did Arjuna suddenly keep the weapon down? And why is he acting nervous? Nobody understood. Nobody probably even heard what they were talking. They were just seeing their actions. So, two people were just involved in an intense conversation. And when you are involved in an intense conversation, 1 hour will pass in as a few minutes. If this class happens really intensely, is 1 hour will pass like 10-15 minutes. And another thing is, what is happening around you will not matter to you. Even if you are in a bus stand, speaking to your friend very seriously, say about your marriage, then the entire world is oblivious to you, isn't it? Will you see who is walking, who is doing, which bus is coming, which bus is... No, the entire world vanishes for you. You are intensely involved in your whining and complaining. All this masala was added by later poets. Poets, because it is their job to make things fantasy and fascinating, it is fine, let them do. But don't forget the original thread. You have to always remember the thread. There may be so many decorative flowers on it. They will make it all flowery and decorative, fine. But Vyasa Bharata should be considered as the original thread. Same thing with Ramayana also. You should go to Valmiki Ramayana, read that, and then read other versions. Then you will not get influenced by the other people. Similarly with Mahabharata, read Vyasa Bharata first, and then read other poets. Then others will not be able to influence you, because you will know what the original thing is. There are distortions within Vyasa Bharata also. People are researching on it, but the dilution is less there. In Vyasa Bharata and Valmiki Ramayana also there are dilutions over a period of time. Some people have added in between interpolations and all that. But that is not much compared to what the other later poets did.